Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Diane Honor. Diane, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it and we think you're awesome. And we hope you're enjoying this crazy season. So if you guys want to be house guest of the day like Diane, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so when we left off yesterday, we were witnessing insanity in this house. Sam and Scotty are trying to get Haley up as replacement nominee. Oh my god. Why would Fessy do that when he cares way more about whatever he's got going on with Haley than he does about this game? I mean, really. So, Scotty's telling Angela all about his plan to expose Haley and get her up on the block. He wants to make this crazy speech at the Power Veto ceremony. Tell Fessy that he's got a final two with Haley and call her Caitlyn 2.0 and all this craziness. So, Angela's talking him down. She's like, Haley has always had your best interest in mind. What? That's not true. And Angela knows that's not true, but she's saying this because she doesn't want this speech to happen. If this speech happens, her name is going to come up again. Because remember when Angela was HOH and Scotty went crying to Angela, and Angela was telling him, Haley was trying to get you up on the block next to Tyler. She does not need her name coming up again because she doesn't want to be in trouble in future weeks. Plus, as long as nothing insane happens, Scotty's going to be going this week. And Level 6 doesn't want that to change. Because you know how huge of a victory it is to have Scotty go on Fessy's HOH? That's huge for them. So they don't want to mess that up. And they also don't want to mess up any future protection from Haley and Fessy because they're thinking, you know, this week could be a double eviction. If Haley wins this, they want to be safe with her. So Tyler's also thrown in his 2 cents being like, it's a bad idea, don't do it. So Fessy calls everybody to the living room. He's acting like it's a house meeting. Just kidding, it's not. He has to pick the have-nots for the week. Is that back? I mean, they took like 2 weeks off. What the hell? Some of the house guests were thinking it was over for the season. Yeah, right. So, Fessy chose JC, and Sam and Tyler volunteered. So, this was Tyler's 3rd time being a have-not. I believe Angela, Casey, and Haley all have only done it once so far. So, that's kind of messed up that Tyler's doing it again. And a couple of people were griping about Haley because I guess it was supposed to be her turn in the rotation instead of Tyler, but she didn't speak up. And Fessy was just like, I was waiting for her to volunteer, she didn't. Yeah. You really think that Fessy's gonna want to send her out of his HOH room? Nah. Alright, so a little while later, Fessy is trying to do damage control with Brett. So Fessy asks Brett again, you swear you voted to keep Rockstar? Of course Brett says, yeah. So then Fessy is explaining his original plan, which was to nominate Brett and a pawn, use the veto to backdoor Scotty. But then Brett and Scotty both raised their hands, claiming that vote for Rockstar to stay. And he was confused. He didn't know what to do. So he thought that putting both of them up on the block would force out the truth. Because it's like he's freaking holding their feet right above the fire. And they'd be like, it wasn't me! No, that didn't happen. So then they were having this conversation out by the pool and there wasn't a lot of privacy. So they ended up moving to the HOH room a little while later and Fessy's asking Brett, who do you think I should put up as the replacement? Because, like, obviously Brett's going to use the veto on himself. And Brett's like, I don't think it matters. Scotty's going to go no matter who you put up. So, like, you do you. Meanwhile, Tyler and Haley were clearing the air, aka BSing each other, in the bathroom area. Because if they want to make this, like, Final Four thing work with Tyler, Haley, Fessy, and Angela, they gotta iron out some issues. So Haley's telling Tyler, I never wanted to target you. Come on! There is no going back after that house meeting. No. But she's saying, I wasn't gonna backdoor you when I was HOH. But Tyler's BSing her too. He's like, it's fine. I already got you back by not using the veto on Rockstar, so we are even. It's fine. No. But they agree that they should move forward with the Final Four plan because all the middle people are expecting them to take each other out. Let's take them out instead. And Tyler says he's talked to Angela about it and she's on the same page. So then Tyler reports back to Angela and Casey. He's like, guys, we gotta keep telling Haley and Fessy what they want to hear. Maybe we can even get Casey in on this deal. It's going to be great. So then they're also discussing that they have to be really careful what they say to Scotty, because yeah, Scotty's like talking crap about Haley and everything, but maybe he's trying to bait them into saying something about Haley, and then he's going to bring it back to her. So they're like, we need to just like listen and not say anything. They're going to keep acting like they're targeting Brett and Sam, the middle people. Alright, so then Casey goes up to the HOH room to talk to Fessy, and Fessy's like, alright, here's what needs to happen. I need you, Tyler, or Angela to go up as a pawn against Scotty. So he's saying, whoever goes up, you'll have the votes. So Casey's like, yeah, but will Haley vote out Scotty? Because they've been really close in the past, so I don't know what's going on there. And Fessy's like, yes, she will. Because Scotty has been throwing Haley all the way under the bus. Not just under the bus, all the way under the bus. So Casey shares, like, yeah, Scotty's been saying that he's going to make a crazy power veto speech. Sounds like he's going to say stuff about Haley. And Fessy's like, alright, even better. She's definitely going to vote him out. So Fessy says the only people who would be at risk of leaving this week on the block against Scotty would be Sam and Haley. Haley because she's a big target. She's pissed off a lot of people. Sam because she's unpredictable. Who knows how she would act if she went on the block again. But he's saying everybody else would be 100% safe against Scotty. So then he's telling Casey, you know, you handled being on the block so smoothly last time. Translation, I'm going to put you up because I feel like I can get away with it. Alright, so next, Haley was in the HOH room. And Fessy lets her know that Scotty, again, is throwing her all the way under the bus. He's like, Scotty wants you to be the replacement nominee. He called you Caitlyn 2.0. And apparently he's planning some crazy speech for the power veto ceremony. So he tells Haley, I think he's doing this because he's thinking it's his only chance of staying. So he didn't have time during that conversation to get into all the details, but Haley is just like, whoa, what? Scotty is saying this stuff about me? So Haley goes down to the lounge room to cry. Tyler, Angela, and Casey are all comforting her. Haley's freaking sobbing, saying that she was the one person in Scotty's corner and she defended him the whole time. Oh, really? You defended him when you told Fessy to put him up? Really? So they tell her Scotty's just doing whatever he can to save himself. It's not personal. And she's really upset that he called her Caitlyn 2.0. And she says she had nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with Fessy putting Scotty up on the block. Again, are you serious? Is she like watching the show edit? Because the show is telling a completely different story. If you remember the spoiler from a few days ago, she definitely drank a crap ton of wine with JC and was totally on board for Scotty to go up. So I don't know, maybe she like forgot. I don't freaking know, but it's BS. So then Haley and Sam were sunbathing. Haley wants some answers. So she brings up the comment that Scotty shared with her the other day, when Scotty told her that Sam effing hates her, and she supposedly made some comment when Haley was drinking in the HOH room that she was going to make Fessy feel really special that night. So Sam is denying it. She's like, that doesn't even sound like how I speak. I think it does. But anyway, she says that's a really low blow. She would not say that about Haley. Honestly, I'm not sure if she said it. If she did, I don't think it was on the feed, so it's hard to say if she said that, or if Scotty made it up, or if he twisted her words, or what. But she's denying it. So Haley's like, okay, cool, that's what I thought. So then Fessy, Haley, Tyler, and Angela are finally all together in the HOH room for their big meeting. So Fessy says he's thinking he wants to put up Casey as their replacement nominee because he thinks she'll be safe. She didn't cause a commotion last time. And Scotty will definitely go home against her. So then they discuss how Scotty has been throwing Haley under the bus and how awful it is. Okay. So Haley suspects that Sam helped Scotty come up with this plan because they were up really late together the night before. Yes, that is true. It was Sam, Scotty, and Brett all together talking about this. So they're all saying they're going to vote Scotty out no matter what. But Angela and Tyler gently suggest maybe Sam is the replacement nominee because they don't want to see Casey go up even if she is going to be safe. They just don't want to take that chance with anybody in their group. So Fessy's like, I'm nervous that Sam would freak out too much and potentially go. Casey is smooth. So then, you know, they talk about going to the Final Four together. Same stuff we've been hearing the last few days about that. Don't let people coast to the end. Take out the middle people, blah, blah, blah. And then Fessy tells them about Sam's pitch from earlier that morning to get Haley nominated. You know, when she was all like, I'll quit smoking if you put her up and she goes. So Angela's just like, why does Sam think that this game revolves around her habits? Does she think that this game is about who cleans the best or the most? No. I think she does think that. But Haley shares that Sam has a crush on Brett. She's just telling everybody about that. And yeah, they're all just like, wow, Sam is crazy. So then after this conversation, Tyler and Angela chat alone, and they're going to let Casey know, obviously, that Fessy's planning on putting her up. And they're pretty excited that Sam appears to be Fessy and Haley's next target, not them. So they're pretty psyched about that. And Angela asks what happens if one of us gets power next. Tyler's like, well, then they, meaning Fessy and Haley, go home. I mean, what are they gonna do? Yeah, it's a BS deal. Okay, so then it was time for the Haley-Scotty chat. So they were in the pink bedroom, and Scotty's like, Haley, you're gonna hate me. I don't know how to say this, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, you need to disassociate from me because people are going after the pairs. I'm going this week. I don't want you to be next. So Haley's like, what are you talking about? She says, I'm not just going to turn my back on you. You're my friend. Really? So Scotty's like, well, you're going to hate me because I've already put this plan in motion. I've told people that I believe that you're playing me, and it's not a good look for you to be with me right now because I told them that we're enemies now. What the actual F is going on here? I'm going to call bull on this because Scotty was definitely believing that Haley was playing him. I feel like he was definitely all in and being like, F Haley, she sucks, she's gotta go. I feel like he's just spinning this shit now because his plan didn't work. Obviously, Fessy was not gonna put Haley up. We've seen him flip-flop back and forth so many times between level 6 and Haley, but Haley always seems to reel him back in because he's in love with her. So I think he's definitely spinning this right now. So Scotty's like, oh yeah, I spun some BS about you being my target. And Haley's like, Scotty, do you believe that I played you? And Scotty's like, no, I don't believe that. I've tried to play this game with my heart and it's getting ripped out in every direction. So Haley's like, we don't even know if you're leaving. Come on, yes he is, you know he is. But she brings up Sam pitching to Fessy for her to go up as the replacement. And Scotty's like, yeah, I said the same thing to Fessy as instructed. You know, I called you Caitlyn 2.0, blah, blah, blah. I've been trying to make us seem like enemies. And he's telling Haley, you need to go to Fessy and say that I have to go this week. It's best for your game if I go. Harry and the Hendersons. I added that part. But they both start crying. Haley's like, Scotty, I'd never play you. I've literally defended you and had your back the entire time. Can we please roll that clip of Haley saying that she wanted Scotty up? I mean, really. So Scotty tells her, no, you need to start building bridges with other people or you're going to go next. So then Haley's asking, well, what are you going to say in your power veto speech? Because she was hearing that he was going to say some crazy stuff. So he's like, you know, I've decided I'm going to say that I have nothing to say. And then I'll just sit back down. But then a few minutes later, he's like, if you want, I can use my speech to apologize to you. Are you kidding me? Alright, so Scotty still does not understand why Fessy put him up. That's understandable. He says it doesn't make sense to him. Guess what? It's because he was jealous. But Scotty says, I feel like I owe you an apology because I just watched you cry. So like Haley just had to freaking turn on the tears and that was it. Scotty is back on her wagon or whatever. So Haley says she's not upset with him. She's sad about the whole situation. She's sad that Scotty's on the block. She's sad that Fessy was the one that put him there. She's sad that nobody trusts him and sad that people think that they're not friends and she's like using him. She's just sad. So then later, Scotty was alone and he asks himself aloud, why does she make me so effing happy? I don't understand that. So the question here is Haley buying Scotty's excuse? Again, I think it's BS, but is Haley buying it? She was talking about it with Fessy later. Fessy thinks it's BS too. He's like, no, he was definitely pitching for you to go up and it seemed faux real. But she's like, I want to believe it, but it doesn't matter anyway because he's probably going home, so like what's the point even worrying about it? So like, does she think it's BS? Because that kind of sounds like it's BS, but at the same time, she's saying like, she thinks that Sam does really want her out, but I think she's hoping that Scotty was not really trying to get her up. Alright, so then Scotty, a little while later, makes a new pitch to Fessy. He goes up to the HOH room and he says, if you put Haley on the block, I'll kick your effing A. So he's like, Sam thinks she has me played right now. She wants Haley gone. And Scotty says that he would love it if Sam was up on the block because she's playing everybody. And he says that he doesn't see anybody beating her in a jury vote. Really? I think it'd have to be a bitter-ass jury for Sam to win. But then again, with all these blind sides, that jury could be real bitter. So he brings up how Sam is always claiming that she's not playing this game, but she definitely is. And after the talk that he had with Sam and Brett last night, he says he realized that Sam is an effing demon. He actually said that. What? Because she was talking crap about innocent Haley? No. Alright, so then Fessy's like, well, if I put up Sam, that would give you a chance to stay. Really? That would give you a chance to stay. So Scotty's like, yeah, I feel like I would have Haley's vote, I would have Tyler's vote, I would just need one more, and then you could break the tie. You're never getting Tyler's vote. It's not happening. So Scotty's even considering popping off on Sam in his POV speech. And then Scotty gets real deep. He's like, I've never had feelings for a person before, and I kind of have that with Haley. Wait, okay, and you're saying this to the guy that's in a showmance with Haley. So he's like, it's really effing me up. I don't know how to process these feelings. So then Scotty's like, if we get Sam out this week, I'll go for Brett next week, finish the job that I started, and Fessy's gotta ask again, Scotty, were you the vote to keep Rockstar? Scotty says, yes. And then Fessy's like, well, Brett's still saying that he was too. For F's sake, oh my god. Okay, so then Scotty's like, well, I am on a mission now. I want to take out everybody who said to me that Haley is playing me. This is so lame. Fessy seems weirdly okay with all this lovey-dovey talk about his girl, which is very surprising. So Scotty says, even if you don't want to do this for me and put up Sam, Haley really wants Sam out. Like, this would make her really happy. And Fessy's like, I know, man, I'm really thinking about it. And it seems like, yeah, he's really starting to question, should I really be taking out Scotty or should I put up Sam? It doesn't matter. Y'all don't have the votes. So then, a little side note, Pop TV gave them some ice cream sandwiches. The have-nots got to enjoy them as well. Yay! Okay, so then, Casey was up in the HOH to talk to Fessy. He tells her all about Scotty's pitch. Then Fessy asks her, would you rather get rid of Sam or Scotty? Casey says, Scotty. So she's like, it's okay if you need to put me up next to him as a pawn, but if you do that, it would be really cool if you have my back, and like, don't do that again if you win another HOH. And Fessy's like, oh, for sure, I won't put you up next time. So Fessy says he felt really comfortable during that like hour-long chat with Scotty, and that really scared him. Maybe because that was your ally, you know? Maybe that's why he felt so comfortable talking to him. But you screwed him over. So then Casey is like, Scotty's still gonna go home against Sam even if you put Sam up. So like, but eventually Casey gets so frustrated with Fessy's wishy-washiness that she's just like, put my ass up. I mean, you don't hear that very often, somebody asking to go up on the block. So it seems like finally Fessy is back on track with his plan to take out Scotty. Today they had the power veto ceremony. I'm not sure if there were any crazy speeches from anybody, but we do know that Brett used the power veto on himself. Fessy put up Casey, so it's Casey versus Scotty. And at this point, Scotty is going. And honestly, I can't put this all on Fessy because Scotty made his bet here, right? I mean, he was so freaking sneaky with those votes, with the swaggy vote, with the t-shirt. That really freaked people out. Then he owned up to it. I mean, he also went back and forth between the sides multiple times, so he wasn't doing himself any favors. He made a lot of mistakes. But anyway, in other news, Sam has decided she will be taking a vow of silence until tomorrow afternoon. Why, though? Why? Is this just a cry for attention or what? Some of the house guests are wondering if she's Team America. She's just doing Sam things, okay? So we have 3 days left until the eviction, and that's it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Scotty's going to be able to pull anything off? I don't think so. But let me know, and until next time, much love.